The United States Secretary of Defense, Lloyd Austin, made an unexpected visit to Kyiv on Monday and announced $100 million in new military aid to Ukraine. This aid package includes anti-tank weapons and air defense interceptors. Austin, accompanied by the top U.S. general in Europe, was seen smiling and shaking hands with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. This visit marks Austin's first trip to Kyiv since April 2022. The U.S. ambassador to Ukraine, Bridget Brink, stated that this visit demonstrates Washington's unwavering support for Ukraine in its fight for freedom. President Zelensky expressed his gratitude to Austin, stating that his visit sends a very important signal to Ukraine. Zelensky also emphasized that Ukraine is counting on the support of the United States. Since Russia's invasion in February 2022, the United States has provided over $44 billion in security assistance to Ukraine. However, there is increasing division in the U.S. Congress regarding aid for Ukraine, especially with the upcoming presidential election in November 2024. Some American lawmakers are prioritizing aid to Israel, while defense officials stress that the United States can support both allies simultaneously. Privately, some top Ukrainian officials have expressed concerns about the frequency of military aid deliveries, reflecting broader unease over the level of support needed to sustain the war against Russia. Ukraine's budget for next year has a deficit of over $40 billion that needs to be filled. President Joe Biden had requested Congress to approve more money for Ukraine last month. However, the omission of funding for Ukraine from a stopgap spending bill passed by lawmakers last week raised concerns that the funding might never be appropriated, especially after the Republican-led House of Representatives passed a bill including assistance for Israel but not Ukraine. To further support Ukraine's domestic arms production, a joint Ukraine-US military industry conference is scheduled to take place in Washington on December 6 and 7. This conference aims to boost Ukraine's arms production as the war approaches its 2-year mark. Earlier in the day, Austin also spoke with Defense Department personnel at the U.S. Embassy.